Welcome, traders. The Delta Strength tool was a unique indicator to begin with. The Delta Strength allows you to see the strength of a delta of an individual bar, but it is not the delta of the bar. It's completely different and unique. But recently, what made this tool so powerful, the ability to look inside the bar for the strength of the delta, has been enhanced by the ability to reconstruct the tape and pull out the order size rather than the fill size from the time in sales. The time in sales providing fill size is completely useless information for either the delta strength indicator or a cumulative volume indicator. What is reported in the time in sales cannot be used to gauge if there is a large buyer in the market. The chart you're seeing is from Friday, December 21st, which was the day that S&P ended up down over 50 points. What is so interesting about this chart is through tape reconstruction, you can see a large buyer buying 500 contracts at a time until he had accumulated 7,500 contracts. Notice how the ZoneTraderPro Delta Strength Indicator is indicating the round number every time a 500 contract order occurs. This is telling you that the logic that ZoneTraderPro uses is working correctly and accurately to pick up these trades. What is it also telling you? If you were a seller in the open because of a pre-existing idea that the market was going to fall on the open and you didn't have this information, the short trade you had been taking would have been losers. The market immediately traded up almost 13 points. What you have is hard information staring you in the face that a large buyer is accumulating a very large position for a reason. Over a period of 40 minutes, this buyer made 15 individual buys of 500 contracts, including buying every time at the end of the 40-minute period the market dipped. This is very useful information, but only if you're looking at it with ZoneTraderPro. This is the total move that the market made. And I would be remiss if I didn't point out that on this pattern right here, this is the broken reversal pattern that I've recently discovered and have been talking about. This is the broken reversal pattern that is indicating that a high has been put in and we would be trading lower. From that point, we traded down at least 25 points in the next 30 minutes. There's no better way to illustrate the power and uniqueness of the ZoneTraderPro tools than to look at this on the ZoneTraderPro Cumulative Delta, which also features tape reconstruction and the ability to set a filter so you can view what the retail traders are doing and view what the large contract traders are doing. In this chart, I have 4 cumulative deltas set up. The line in red is retail buyers trading between 1 and 7 contracts. The line is red because these are the people I do not want to follow. The dark green line is orders trading between 25 and 149 contracts. The line is green because these are the people that I do want to follow. The next line is black and it is for orders of 150 contracts or more. For this illustration, I added a fourth line on the chart, which is blue to represent orders of 25 contracts or more. So that incorporates the numbers from both the green and the black lines. I did this so that we would include the large buyer in one easy to see indicator line. So at 9:30 a.m. the indicator resets to 0. Immediately you see a divergence between the large contract traders and the small contract traders. The amount of the divergence is over 15,000 contracts over the first 40-minute period between the large traders and the small traders. At 9:43 a.m. the market trades and makes a high and then begins a sell-off and drops approximately 13 points during that sell-off. The second divergence to note is the falling blue line that is constantly rising after 9:43. You can see that beginning at 9:55 when the market makes its first test of the low on the open. From that point forward, the buying acceleration really picks up. The next chart to look at is the point and figure chart, where we again see numerous opportunities to be a buyer on the open, which took the market up 13 points. I would also take note that the size of the buyers on the open and the delta strength numbers of the sellers never went over 209, in contrast to the larger traders that were making the 500 contract trades The delta strength is showing a bigger proportion of buying than it is to selling. And the last point and figure chart is the final move up before the market rockets up 35 points. You were given 5 individual buy signals during that period, including the 500 lot trader twice. And here is one final look at the end of that move. At the high, we see that we had a regular counter trend trade that gave us a POC absorption along with delta strength. And on the point and figure chart, we received a very large number of a negative 852 contracts being sold from the large traders. And then on the broken reversal, while we did not see the delta strength come in on the point and figure chart, we did see it come in on the order flow chart, where we had numerous exhaustion sell signals along with delta strength selling at the exact area where we would expect to see resistance. The cumulative delta is also going to help us out for that exit. You can see that the cumulative delta is again divergent at the high that we just looked at. ZoneTrader Pro is making an improvement to the indicator so that these divergences are picked up automatically and displayed on the chart. That should be added to the indicator within the next couple of weeks. I've also asked the programmer, but I'm not sure it's possible yet, to tell me if there's a divergence between the large contract traders and the small contract traders. To sum everything up, the delta strength in the cumulative delta tool with tape reconstruction is only about a month old. Even though this ability to reconstruct the tape and filter trades is relatively new, I can safely say that I've never seen the indicator do this. You basically have two options when you see something like this. You can fight your emotions and be a buyer based on the information that's being put in front of you. This is sometimes a hard thing to do, especially at the end of a period where the market had given up 13 points of gains in just 20 minutes. The second option is to sit on your hands because of the conflicting information, and while you would not make any profit from this information, you're not taking a loss either in a volatile trading situation. I hope you'd enjoyed this short video on how powerful the cumulative delta and the delta strength indicators are. If you have any questions, I am always available. Please feel free to give me a call. Take care and have a good trading day.